And we're back with our final review. This one's going to be on Azul and Pram and their final matchups, which I think is going to be one of the most popular matchups currently in the game, which is Zoroark or Zorogali versus Lycanroc Zoro. But more and more people are stop playing Zorogali because they can't play it as well as Azul, and they get over aggressive, and then they lose because of it. So we don't see it that much. Do you guys like CCG Castles hoodies? Do you think they're nice? I like the green. Oh, I didn't know they let him wear his ARG shirt on stream. That's dope. Good for you, Prim. Get that money, boy. He's a regional champion. Tapu Koko, Garbodor, Golisopod, Being young sucks because when I was a senior, I can go to one regional and get my invite, and I have to grind the game so much more. Yeah, it sucks, but I enjoy having more people to play in those. Golly Garb, bro, not Golly, Zoro Golly. Yeah, I fixed that. Platinum League, I want to play Alakazam in Portland. Well, there you go. There's your problem. You want to lose. What do you think about Desi Zoroark? I think Desi Zoroark is meh of a deck. It sucks. It can't keep up. I don't like playing Rare Candy unless I'm making Gardevoir. Why do you think there's a significant drop in fire decks over the past few weeks? They can't fight Zoroark because it's way too fast for them to deal with. Do you think after Memphis Garbodor will rise again? No, I think it's pretty much going to stay where it's at. It has a really big issue of dealing with Zoroark. It might rise more and expanded because it's like heavy Zoroark dependent. But these other decks are like, I can swing with you Zoroark, I can swing with my backup Tekker. It's not Zorogali, it's Golly Garb. Yes, I said that a second ago. Acerola, double ban. Dang, double ban? Get bodied. What do you think of Sylveon control? I would never play a childish deck like Sylveon ever in my life. Best card, Sun Moon 5? Cynthia. Easily Cynthia. So Pram opens Lele. And Azul actually got a Tapu Koko start, which is pretty dope. Ultra Ball's away Mallow and Ultra Ball. So, now we can comment something from the very beginning. Opening up Tapu Lele in Lycanroc Zoroark absolutely sucks. I've never noticed it until I played with it. It is absolutely horrendous. Like, you might have a dead hand. You have to, like, Ultra Ball for a Lele to get you a Bridget and then pray you draw into a Zoroark, which is why Pram probably went the 4-4 line because it's just consistent. But taking away 2 bench spots just so you can have Lele in play is so bad. It's horrible. Feels bad, man. But there you go. Best Pokemon for Sun Moon 5. Garchomp. I'm probably going to play that deck instantly. Garchomp Lucario looks so fun to play. So Lele for Full Art Bridget. The Full Art lets you grab 18 Pokemon and put them on your bench. That's how everyone pays $30 for them. Pram just wants to get 3. It's really weird. But Rich, they like try too hard or stripe. Nah, the roadies aren't that bad. I just don't like the green. It's like dumpster green. Is that different art Zoroark? This is disgusting, Pram. Ugh. Which version of Golly is better for after Memphis? Golly Zoro or Golly Garb? I like Golly Zoro. I think it's better. Mucho better. Attach. Okay, so this is something else I can comment on. If you turn one attach and energy to your Zora or Rockruff, you're threatening your opponent not to have Tapu Lele DCE for a Guzma KO. But if they do that, they didn't get to bridge at their opening turn, which means you get to play off of it in the beginning. Or like you can go for like a bigger rush and go for a turn 2 N. So I think I personally love attaching to a Rockruff early against this deck. Either strong energy or your fighting energy. Fighting energy is better because it can't get enhanced hammered. So they can't go like enhanced hammer and bridge in the same turn. And this is just a fairly good start for Pram as long as he has another support in his hand to back it up. Pisemian's really good, but it loses to, I think, Decidueye was the matchup. So Azul gets down his Lele. He's probably going to go for Bridget here, because he knows you have to play this matchup more tamed and controlled instead of getting yourself end down to like a low hand mid game and then losing because you can't draw into like a Guzmar energy for game. Pretty Pokemon going crazy metal in 775? Sure, go crazy metal. Who cares? Get Guardy out of here. I mean, it's already kind of out of here, but who cares? I always try attaching Terminal Rockruff. The Lycanroc threat is so much. Yeah, I agree. Lycanroc threat from early pressure is fantastic. Having a DC on a Zoroark makes you seem like I have to evolve into a Zoroark next turn. It's going to get popped again. And that's not necessarily a fun thing to have. Ugh. More texts. More Gmail messages. Attach the Wimpod. And probably a hard pass here. I like Azul's hand movements. He goes like this. Like he's loading up a yo-yo. And he throws what's it called at you. And dang, Pram, your hand was nutty. My man had Ultra Ball plus energy into N plus a DCE for my Lele, which you can use to smack Coco. Or in this case, he's just going to retreat with it. The reason you have to attach the DCE is because you don't want to float stone or the odds if you draw into a float stone are very, very low. What are your thoughts about Bulu? Bulu's busted. It's only for people who get really lucky. I think Kika's list is actually very consistent. I'll never play the deck in my life. Is Multi-Switch or Energy Lotto better in Zoroark? Multi-Switch, 3000%. Energy Lotto is for when you get unlucky. Playing in a cup this weekend, I'm liking Buzzrock. Yeah, I think Buzzrock Lycanroc is an amazing call to make top 8. You won't necessarily automatically win. You'll get these odd hands where you have a bunch of energy and you'll miss all your elixir, and then you get overwhelmed by your opponents in Lycanroc, as well as their Zoroarks, because you can't one-shot it unless you have a strong band and Regirock plus a bench poke. So I think it's a good deck. The brick hands you'll run into are higher, in my opinion, than Zoro Lycanroc, but whatever. We just take those as they come. Kikabulu's strong. But I'll never play that deck in my life. Ever. See, here's one thing that no one likes doing. La da da da. Okay. I'm pretty sure 88% of the players that play in this world or copy Azul's Golly Garbless would have never made this play if their life depended on it. So, my man is attaching Band to his Garbodor turn 2. And then he's float stoning the active and attaching Grass Energies to the other Wimpod. Like, it's insane. Like, it's absolutely insane. You go into the cup this weekend? Yes. There's one in Portsmouth I'm going to, and then there's another one in Centerville that I'm going to. I have to get the finals to get points. So, this is why Azul tops this event. This is why Azul got second and why he's such a great player. He's going to make plays, and he understands how the game's going to progress better than other people who are piloting this deck. And I'm pretty sure Azul built this deck the night before the tournament, or else he had like some variation of it built a little hand before. So what he's doing here is setting himself up in a position where if he draws into Golisopod, he takes an overwhelming board advantage against Pram, unless Pram draws into like DCE, Zoroark plus Guzma. So he's gonna ban the Garbodor, knowing that he has 4 Guzma still left in deck. He's gonna float stone the active Wimpod, so he can turn to a Golisopod later on, and even Ace Roll it because it also got damaged. And he's also potentially drawing into a Wimpod, which is fantastic, or into a Golisopod for like a fantastic turn. And I don't see a lot of other Golly Garb players making the same actions as this because they don't like attaching Band to a Garbodor, which Azul's super comfortable doing with this. As he come back from late game ends, he doesn't put himself in a game state where he can get end out of the game unless he takes an overwhelming advantage from it. And he missed the Golly, so he just goes all retreat into Coco and pass. And he's still in a great spot. So Pram is forced to Field Blower early to activate one of his Zoros because his hand sucks. And does he have the Guzma DCE? I'm pretty sure he doesn't. And Kukui, that. Okay, Kukui. Oh, and then alright. I might have Kukui there. Personally, if I saw Azul whiffed his Golisopod for that turn, I would have passed and been like, you can draw your way out of it, or you can play your own N to get out of this. I also don't like the concept of burning one of my Ns against Golisopod Garb early, because I want to use my puzzles for my energy that he's definitely going to enhance Hammer off than I would have trying to puzzle back late game ends to try and end him out of the game. But whatever, to each his own. Pram obviously still won this, but I just think that was a way I wouldn't have progressed the hand. I would just go on Kukui. But he's gonna go for the early aggressive play. His thought is I'm going to chase down these Wimpod before they get online. So you have the balls, gets the Golly. And now Pram's at a point where 2 Guzma for Azul brings him down to 2 prizes left. That super sucks. And since he has a Lele on board, 2 Lele on board, then the 3rd Guzma is potentially the game-winning GX attack off of a band and a DCE. So, going double Lycanroc this early kind of sucks for Pram, but whatever. 26-0 Kickable. Holy crap, Kickable is not that bad. What would we play? What would you play if you had? What would you play if you had one standard regional in like 1 or 2 weeks? Regional or cup? Or oh no, you're from Europe. I would 3000% play Zoro Lycanroc. I think it's the best one. I would also play 2 Acerola because I think that's more anticipated, or that's better against Golisopod Garb than more people give it credit for. La da 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 da. This is a super good end from Azul. He's just trying to draw into a band here, and he whiffs it, but he got Wimpod, so things aren't horrible. He's actually in a super good spot. This Coco's putting in work, though. That's why I said it was great for him to draw, to open early. Kukui, okay. And retreat, fighting energy, knockout with GX attack. Is that what you're gonna do, Pram? I like the game plan. Maybe he's hunting strong, I think. Energy Lotto. Hey. Oh, and he whiffed. Nice. Great card. 5 cents, baby. Let's go. What is putting off people playing toward that deck? I think they don't like its Lycanroc matchup because Lycanroc is so fast. It's so aggressive. Not fast. They're both about equally as fast. It's just aggressive with bloodthirsty eyes. And if you draw like an awkward hand where you only have one or two Wimpod down, and I kill one Wimpod, and then Dangerous Rogue the other one, I kind of snowball the game off that single Lycanroc. Someone won a cup with Zoroark Greninja. I saw in Pokestats. I don't know what to think. No, that deck's actually very good. Ryan Grant also played it. Was it Ryan Grant or Caleb Gedimer? One of them played it and lost in top 8 to a Buzzwole Lycanroc deck. After finishing first seed, 401, I believe, or 402. And Zoroark gets you a nice draw engine and applies pressure to your opponent while you're building your Greninja in play. And they can't really deal with both of them at the same time. Buzzwole Lycanroc can, though. You can punch that deck in the mouth. Zoroark can also one-shot the Greninja promo. That's pretty cute. Can I one-shot Greninja promo? Pretty sure it can. Whatever. Acerola comes down. I didn't like this from Pram. I wanted him to Kukui retreat GX attack the Golisopod and get it out of there, because now he just brings up a Lele after Aceroling and takes a knockout. He couldn't see it, but Azul prize double Golly. But I would have loved to clear it off that Golisopod and only put my one Wimpod on board, which I can deal with the following turn with a double Zoroark hit. So he can stretch her up, and I don't know, that maybe the DC attachment was early. Because I want to Guzma another Wimpod here. And, oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. Garb's in place, so he can't stretch her for the... Okay, that's fine. Ever seriously considered Gourgeist? I think it's kind of sick. A lot of my friends have tested the living crap out of it, and they say it loses to itself and Parallel City, another stupid place. So I don't want to be the one to venture into that. Yeah, he needs to draw in the double puzzle piece or the other field blower to really stand a chance right here. Or Azul can just dead draw off this end. Smack you for a hundo. So Azul has an Ultra Ball with no energy and another end to back it up. I think he Sycamore away another Sycamore early, so that lowers his chances of drawing to a Sycamore. And this is really just how this deck loses. You just get an end and you're like, alright, what the heck. Wow, we had energy too? What a champ. And, yeah. Energy enhanced and end. That was a really good end for Azul. Negate everything I just said about this is how the deck loses. Never mind. If you draw like Azul, you're fine. You're showing. I made 2 changes to Azul's list. One being -1 Trubbish, -1 Sycamore, +1 Ace Roll, +1 Field Blower. So huge. Yeah, it's huge in his matchup. I wouldn't necessarily get rid of a Trubbish or a Sycamore. You really need them to draw out for late game. I do like the extra Acerola though. I might have found other cards to cut. So. Pram's needs a Mew EX. I don't disagree with that. It's just when you swing with it and then your opponent like gets a free two prizes back at you, it kind of sucks. I found most of the time people like to load up their Lycanroc early, and I try to go for a Bloodthirsty Eyes and then trade with it or KO with the Dangerous Rogue, and then 2-shot their Buzzwole the following 2 turns. So retreats into Coco. These enhanced hammers are putting in work, but they're not incredibly devastating right now. Flying Flip comes down, put some spread, makes it easier for Golly to. It can now one-shot Lele with a band instead of having a GX attack it, which is phenomenal for him. So Heavy Ball comes out, gets my Golly. Do you have any suggestions for cards that can be cut from Azul's list? I have to look over his list again. I haven't played with the deck personally. It's just not my kind of deck I like to pilot. I also think Zoroark's incredibly overpowered right now when I want to play in everything I play. Yeah, Guzma, bang, Get him out of here. And he got double Golisopod off of that. Now Pram's like, oh lordy. He doesn't even have damage to one shot off a dangerous rogue yet without hitting a strong or a band. And even if he does, so then Azul just evolves like Golisopod. Wait, trash your Lycanroc. Game. Maybe one E-Hammer. Russ looks pretty optimal. Yeah. You can cut down an E-Hammer. Especially with people being aware of that many E-Hammer now. Like, they just expect you to have it every single moment. Did Azul leave someone's PC for more money? Azul left someone's PC because he didn't like writing more articles. He just didn't like to write, and so he's like, I'm just better off if I go to CCG Castle. I was like, yeah, that's cool. Is Kikabulu a meme or is it actually good? It looks really consistent. It's actually good. The deck itself is always a meme, but whatever. Why isn't Buzzwole Garb a thing, dude? You lose the consistency of Octillery or Zoroark with Buzzwole or Lycanroc, and then Garbodor isn't a strong play against Zoroark decks unless they're cutting down their Field Blower count. So you lose consistency like most other decks, and then you don't get a really big benefit in exchange besides being able to beat the Buzzwole mirror. So it finally gets Field Blower back off of drawing into a puzzle. Trades. And this is why I like playing 2 Floatstone in Pram's deck. Like, you really want to be able to retreat into dangerous rogues a majority of the time, or like retreat into a multi-switch. But Pram definitely lost this game. He's like, I'm gonna lay late for this N, and Spiky for 100. And when your game plan turns into, I hope you don't draw anything off this N, it really shows how kind of crappy of a matchup this matchup turns to be into. What do you think of Drampa, Garb, Celesteela? It's decent. It's inconsistent, though. And I don't see any Gardevoir anymore, so I feel like Celesteela is more useless than ever. A 4th Wimpod or Rescue Stretcher and Galdi Zoro to improve the Lycanroc matchup. I would just like have another Enhanced Hammer. I feel like that slaughters the Lycanroc matchup. There's very little synergy between Garb and Buzzwole. Yeah, agreed. You get Buzzwole pressure with the Garbodor online, that's great, but for actually to get this, it's great. He actually wins this one, I think. Oh, that's awesome. So did Azul just dead draw off of this end the whole time? So N, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Bobby for a hundo, if not 120. Stretcher up Rockruff, yeah. Definitely go for the Stretcher and Rockruff. Guardy's seeing a ton of less play now. Absurd amount of less play. Trade, okay. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know what he's fishing for here. Maybe deck cleaning. 120. Is Zoroark BKTD actually good? It's good. It's just there's other cards you want instead, like Enhanced Hammer. So hard to win my cups because I'm mediocre, and Sam Chen and Zul are always there. Oh, man, they're free to play. Easy to play against. We try to make Carbon work again for Dallas. Yes, I have an article coming out in about 3 weeks for it. I'm still trying to make it work. It's great typing, but it should get outsped by Zoroark when Safeguard doesn't work against GXs. Yes, your game plan against Zoroark is to just beat them in the face with a Landorus or a Lycanroc with a Focus Sash on it. I also play Sudowoodo, and I play Brooklet Hill now. I'm gonna play. When does a play become too slow? When you can't get your setup without being down by 2 or 3 prizes. Is Lonzo Zoroark a good call for Costa Mesa? Yes, Lonzo Zoroark is like really, really solid deck. And there's a new version coming out in Florida where everyone played lasers in it. Bro, you missed it. He cut Bridget for... okay, there you go. Trade. Apparently Azul just top deck DC off of the Nen, which is great for him, but now Pram is looking to just retreat off that Zoroark and force him to draw into Guzma. Did Azul get a tool? I did not watch. I was reading the comments. No, he didn't. Okay. That hurts a lot for Azul. I can see why Pram might make a comeback in this matchup. He needs to attack with the other Zoroark. He needs a Guzma KO here. And then attack with the other Zoroark. DCE. Yeah. Give me those. Get him up here, boy. That damage Golly. Thank you. Bring up the Zoroark. DCE. Pop you in the mouth. Enhance hammer. What a lucky duck. Yeah, so Pram this turn is looking to Lycanroc up the following Golisopod. And then smack it with the Lycanroc on the bench. He got a tool, it got blowered, okay. My friend Senior Azul is kind of hype, sounds spicy, it got blowered. Here comes Pram's 5-card combo. Pass, yeah. Trade. No? Ultra balling. Okay. Dang, man. End a dead hand. Zoroark's just so busted. Such a great card. It's like a solid attacker, consistency. It retreats for the same cost or like less than what it already attacks with. Lordy. Oh, he got juice. Okay. So you bloodthirsty eyes up the Golly. Floatstone retreat. Strong energy, band, and then Kukui. And I think that's 210. Yeah, it is. 220 actually. Floatstone. Bloodthirsty eyes. Bring him up here. I want to talk to him. Treat. Home skillet. Strong energy. Band. Kukui. Pop my GX. Dangerous rogue. Okay, I can see how he wins this game. Well, that was already the game-winning play. Yeah, those field blowers that Pram finally got to just did so much. Yeah, well played by Pram. This is why I just don't like playing Golly Zoro, honestly. Like, I hate the concept that my attacker gets trapped active after it just swung for 120, unless I draw into a DCE. And pretty whack. We're big. I don't even know what Azul's doing here. At this point, he kind of already knows the game's over, unless he can find Guzma plus energy for the Zoroark on the bench. But stay fighting to the last breath. These are top 8 really long games. 75 minutes. So you take all the time you need to play games out. I think that's the best part about Top Cut, is that you get so much time and you're like, alright, no rush, just make good plays and come out ahead. Searching discard pile. See what you got. What you got here? Give him a Sycamore. His final Guzma is prized, I think, for Pram, but might not necessarily matter. Is Zoroark a good play for my cup coming up? If there are a few Volk and a little bit of Buzz and Samir. Yeah, I play that. Why not stream on Twitch? Because streaming on YouTube is a little bit smoother. I can stream on Twitch too if I wanted to, but I figured I'd just do this once, so that way some people that are subscribers can get notified of it. And of course we have more followers on YouTube than we do on Twitch, because we're hardly using Twitch. And our YouTube following was pretty big from the beginning. So he hits a tool. Hits an energy. Treats 110s. Easy. Yeah, touch strong. 31, 51, 80. Yeah, Claw Slash, die. Alright, good boy. Super well played by Pram there. That's pretty much why people give the matchup of Golly Zoro the advantage to the Lycanroc. It's because you have the dangerous rogue play that can KO the Golisopod. I am actually super hungry, so I'm going to stop streaming for now. Come back, finish the VOD reviews later. For now, that's game 1, and we'll be back in a little bit.